Harlan, Iowa, 1 month after the storm. Tonight, we take a look at the recovery efforts underway in that community after that devastating tornado touched down back in April. Shelby County officials say while they've come a long way in the past 4 weeks, the recovery process for Harlan is just getting started. It was hit by an EF-3 tornado during the tornado outbreak just south of Siouxland, April 26. Today, much of the debris is gone. Homes and buildings that were damaged are now boarded up or have been torn down. County officials say they are thankful for all the help they've received in the aftermath of the storm.
I would say that, just people coming together and how everybody wants to help in a time of need. There was a lot of places, like on Saturday, it happened Friday, on Saturday there was 60 people at any given place that just showed up to help.
The tornado caused an estimated $100 million in damage just in Shelby County. That includes $12 million in both home replacement and hog confinement damage. A total of 74 properties were affected, spanning more than 19,000 acres, leaving behind 30 square miles of debris.
Well, we learned maybe some different organizations that we can use to help support us. There's been a lot of people in the community who stepped up and shown some of the outside skills that they have. We learned some things that we can do sooner rather than later. Overall, it went fairly well. We're fortunate to have a lot of really good people in this community.
Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds signed a disaster proclamation for Shelby County, which sits just north of the Omaha metro area. A presidential disaster declaration was also issued for that community. And this allows for both state and federal aid to assist residents in their recovery efforts. And of course, for more information on how you can further help those impacted by tornadoes in the tri-state, you can visit KTIV.com.